Hello, I'm Rex Charlthouse, and because things on the internet seem to lose their date references pretty easily, today is Monday, February 27, 2023. Several years ago, I got exposed to the Prusa i3 Mark III's 3D printer, and we've gone nuts with it. I will probably show you the stats. Our first year of operation with it, we'd averaged over 8 hours a day of printing time for every day of the year. We've got hundreds of projects printed, and some of them I'm looking over at the menagerie. We did some Easter bunnies, and I only printed 15 of the Easter bunnies to be given away and donated and whatever else. We've used it quite a bit. I am not a pro at this. I'm not a wizard at it. This is the assembly manual for it, and I'm going to show you some. I'm going to show you in several videos some of the things I've learned about this printer, its capability, and the free software Prusa Slicer that you can download. So the first video I'm going to create is going to be how to change the filament in the middle of a print. So you can take an item and start to print it, and I'm going to show you one. You can take an item and start to print it in blue, as I did with this guy here. Then command the software to allow you to change the filament to another color, to white in my case, and then to change it again to red, as I did here. The wheels I did in silver and black with two colors, and that was the capability of the Prusa Slicer. Super software, really fun. So that's going to be the first video in this series, and I'm impressed by the combination of the 3D printer, the Prusa i3 Mark III's printer, and the software. Relatively easy to use, lots of videos all over the place, some help with it, whatever, and I'm going to show you that. Let's get on to the to the software, and then off to the printer and show you how it all works. Thanks for watching. When you download Prusa Slicer from the Prusa homepage, it's free software. It's really cool. You can play with it. There's a lot of videos. Other people are more proficient with it than I am. I'm addressing the questions that a couple of people have asked me. One of the files that they give you to play with is the whistle file, which is really cool because it works. It's quick and easy and takes about 30 minutes to print. Works out really nice. So we're going to be working with that, and I generally work with about this angle on the video. If you grab the anywhere on the worksheet, you can play with this thing, look at it all sorts of different ways. Just preference, I tend to work at it oblique angle, I guess. On the bottom right hand corner, our scale is locked in, so if we enter 150 in the X and then hit tab, then everything comes up 150. Bring it back to 100, hit 10, tab. Everything comes up back to 10. If we want to turn off scaling, that clicks in. Now when we hit enter 150 and hit tab, only the X changes. You can change them at will, any way you want. One of the things I learned in the military was never stand next to will, because everybody says shoot at will. Dangerous place to be. Okay, I do have a sense of humor. I'm going to kill this little advisory. On the lower left, we have which views we want. The left is the object view or editor view, whatever they want to call it. On the right is a tier view, shown by those layers. We're going into tier view, and with tier view we get this presentation on the right hand side, And what we're going to do is we're going to drag this arrow down about halfway to about here, and then what that does is that actually gives us two different, it gives us a filament change. And sometimes, as you're seeing, it doesn't come up perfect, but if you come back to the lower left corner, click in and back, you'll see some interesting things. If you look up here in the left hand corner, upper left corner, it tells us what two colors we're printing, and this is just relational to Prusa. It doesn't matter what filaments we use. We're going to use red and blue. And it tells you what our print times are. This is a 33-minute print. Color change occurs at about 16 minutes. And we're going to be ready to go. At this point, I am going to export it. One of the issues I addressed in one of the narratives, this is going to use 3.95 grams, give or take, of filament, about 52 inches, 53 inches of filament, so you have an idea, and it's going to use 0.19 cubic inches of filament, so not very much. I think I put in my filament cost, whatever it was. It's going to cost about 10 cents at my filament cost and take about 33 minutes. We're going to export this off to the SD card to take it over to the printer. I'm going to hit save, and at this point we are going to jump over to the printer. And as you see, it doesn't show the whole whistle for some reason. Don't know why. Maybe whatever it wants to do, it works. So we're now going to watch this go over to the printer, and we'll show you how it handles the filament change in the printer.
It's coming up to temperature. If you look here on the display, the sheet is at 218 degrees Celsius. The nozzle is at 215 degrees Celsius. The sheet's at 58 degrees Celsius. When it comes up to its set 250 and 60, then it's going to do its checks. And right now it just tells us that it's heating. And we have 16 minutes to the filament change and 32 minutes by this to do the print. So now it's going to check its XYZs. And most of the commands for this are simply acknowledged by pushing in the button when it wants us to acknowledge something. It's going to say, hey, unload the filament. There's no filament in it. Push the button to say, yeah, okay, I'll unload the filament. It says pull the filament out immediately. Press OK. Did it come out? Yes, it did, because it wasn't there in the first place. Now we take our filament and insert it as far as we can into the extruder head, and then hit the button and you feel it come in. And now it's going to put filament down in the bottom and clean out what was in there so that we get good stuff. I see red coming out. It's asking me, did it load correctly? I'm going to say yes. Now I take my long nose pliers, I hold this, and then snap it away. Now it's going to lay a test bead, and if you need to adjust the Z to give you the right width of your bead, you can do it at this point. So now it's going off and printing the whistle, and at this point we're going to let it print by itself, and then I'm going to turn the video back on when we get closer to the filament change. Coming back down here, looking at the display, it says this is 32 minutes remaining, 16 minutes to filament change, and those are estimates. They're pretty close, but those are estimates. Let's go back and watch this thing print. The printer is telling us we have 1 minute to filament change, 17 minutes to complete it, and it's off and running. Most of this is just going to be responding to the prompts that are shown on the screen and hitting the button and changing the filaments themselves. And I've got it loaded preset with red and blue. That's what I decided to run this whistle in. And the videos that I'm working with today, I'm going to use red and blue throughout the videos. So it says 16 minutes remaining, 1 minute to filament change. Now we're just going to let it go to the filament change and listen to all its beeps. And the first one is press to unload the filament. Filament's going to come out. It's going to ask us, did it unload it when we press it again? Yes, it was successful. Insert the second filament. Put it as far in as possible. Push the button again. It's going to do what it did, the same thing before. It's going to extrude some. We've got blue coming out the bottom. It says, did it do it? Yes. I'm going to use my pliers to try to catch it. I missed it. So I'll pull it so it doesn't get tangled up. And now it's off and running with the blue filament. That's how easy it is to change it. Now it's telling us 15 minutes remaining. And this is an update just to show you it is printing off with the second filament just fine. The screen down at the bottom is telling us, if I can get to it, 9 minutes remaining on this print. So off and running. At this point, the Prusa printer is telling us that we have 1 minute remaining. So it'll come down to 0 minutes remaining. 0 minutes has 60 seconds in it. So it's off and running. Zoom into it. And as I said, one of my my things that I've learned is I unload the filament at the end of every print, unless I'm going to turn around and immediately print the same thing over again. And I'm going to reprint this for another video, so I'm going to leave the blue in there. One of the things I didn't address was you have to cut the filament at a 45-degree angle. So normally when I pull them out, grab my cutters, cut it at a 45, make sure you don't lose that. And then the stanchions are just great places to store hang your filaments at. So we're now done. It's done the print. I'm going to lift up the board a little bit. That normally allows you to take it off really easy. Throw these two guys away. And here's our whistle. We did a filament change. The printer handles it just fine. Thanks for watching. Filament changes with the Prusa. Whistle does work. Filament change with the Prusa is not an issue.